What's up, JDP fans? JDP here, with my woodshop garage, finally doing a video. Finally got the area clean. Lots of room to work now. Because, this is my half. That's my roommate's half. Hopefully the mic can pick me up from back there. Anywho, so I'm working on this. My mom gave me this, wicker table to work on for her. And what I'm doing is building a new top for it, because as you can see, it's all ripped to shreds right here. So, I got wood here. That I'm gonna slim up, trim up each side, and plane each side down, make it a little thinner, not too thin, but I want to make these sides smoother. We got here. I think this is birch. I honestly can't remember. But, yeah, I can't remember the type of wood, but... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to joint them together. I have a jointer. So they're going to be glued together like this to make a nice tabletop. Go across here, and then I'm going to trim it down to fit, because, these pieces are a lot longer than this table. But there is going to be a bit of overhang for each side, but that's what the trim up is for. Yes. And what I'm going to use to joint them together, obviously wood glue, and these guys. I have a little jointer that cuts a groove for them. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear coat it, put 3 layers of polyurethane on it so it's protected from the weather. Yeah. Just trying to remember. I want to confirm the wood type before I say it. Pretty sure it's birch. Or it might be cedar. I can't remember. The receipt's in the truck, I believe. But it is nice wood. It's good wood. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is birch. But it's a really nice wood. So what I'm going to do is set up the table saw, so it's going to get a little loud. But I will mute the audio and play some music and speed through all of this. So you're not, sitting there watching me do everything in slow. And then, yeah, once I get all the wood prepped, I gotta, slim up each side. Get all prepped. I want to get these planes smoother. And then it's just a matter of figuring out which is going to be the top, which is going to be the bottom. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then glue it all together. Then the glue is going to need several days to cure. And then make it cut the fit for there. And then clear coat it, and then it's done. So, stick around, and hope you enjoy this. Alright. Trying to open up the window here. So, we got the boards all slimmed down so that they're all smoother on each side, so I can glue them together. I bought 6 boards, but I guess I didn't need them, but better to overbuy than underbuy. So that's what I did. So I laid them all out, and I want just enough overhang on each side. If I had all 6, then it's going to be like a board overhang on each side, which I don't really want. I don't want the joints to be on the edges. I want the middle of the boards to be on the edge of the table. So, I'm going to put the table saw away. I don't need that for now. I need to pull out my planer. So that's what I'm gonna do. First off, drop blade down. Proceed. Unplug it. Now the reason why I was using a clamp to hold down the other end of my guide wall is because, well, my guide wall is broken. And it's hard to find replacements. Oops. Pretty happy with that. It just needs a good sanding. Good sanding once it's all glued together and cured before I do the varnish or the clear coat. Yes. My next step would be to cut the jointing grooves in. But what I want to do is, obviously, I want to lay it out. Kind of wish I had a table wide enough. Like a nice folding table. I threw mine away because it was broken. I wonder how much they are. I could use a new one. Yeah, I just need to measure out where I want to put each groove, cut them, mark them all down, obviously, then cut them so that they're all the same. Then what I want to do is then glue them together. This go away. Here. I want to sweep that up. First thing first, let's check to see how much it costs for a folding table. Go to Home Depot. Pretty sure those tables are expensive. That's not too bad. Pounds, 4 foot in length, $50. 6 foot in length, $60. It's not too bad. $70 at the store. How wide? It's probably like only a couple feet wide. These are 6-footers. Not sized. Looks like I'm gonna go buy a table. Work on. And then we'll continue on with this. So I'm gonna stop this for now. So I'm back. Got a new table. Really wasn't that much. It was like $70 for that table. Got my wood here, all planed out. Just needs a good sanding. I'm gonna cut the grooves into it. And then just need to glue it all together. Now what is this fancy tool that I'm gonna use to cut the grooves into it? It's right here. It's one of my DeWalt's. I absolutely love DeWalt tools. All tools are really good, depends on how you use them. Really, if you're just buying the brand. But there's a lot of good tools out there. There's some tools I'll say are worse than others, but they still have like the good brands or the good parts. But this is what I'm going to be using to cut the groove. See, it's got this nice little blade right here, and it cuts the perfect groove for these discs, which is really nice. So, but what I'm going to have to do first is lay it all out, measure where I want to put each one, draw lines, and mark where I want them so that they all line up. I want this thing to all line up. So, and then we'll glue. Then we'll put it out here, clamp it down, and it's I've only used this thing a couple of times. It's still pretty new. I love it. But I do have like a lot of DeWalt tools. So first things first, obviously, you need a pencil with the graphite shown, and you're gonna need the tape measure. I think that's as good to be as tight as I can get it. Problem really is table saws. The table, yeah, it's so short. It's hard to keep it nice and straight. Get a nice straight cut out of it. Guys, all so small. But I think that's as tight as I'm gonna be able to get it. So. Clamp it up, get it nice and tight. Draw our line. Alright. Roommate just left, so I had to kill the power. Stop the recording. Okay, so I got it laid out, I got it all clamped together, ready to get drawn on, to where I'm going to be putting my joints. What I want to do is kind of know where I want this. Man, I got about 14 here on this side. 13 on this side. 14, 13. So, 2.5. 13.5. Make sure you measure twice. That's I drew those lines because this is the inside of where the table is going to be. So I want all my joints to be in here. I don't want none out there. Because out there, it's all just going to get cut off and tossed away. That gives me 45 3/4 work with. Hmm. 19. Let me see here. I have an idea to help it with clamping. Good, but I want to flip it over and wipe the other side too. But if I do that, it's just going to spring everywhere. What I want to do is screw these all together, nice and tight. Here. You let it die. Work for this one. Now it's good. I want to flip it over and wipe up all the glue. The other side too. Just let it sit like that, and then we'll let it dry. Come back in a couple of days, hopefully it's nice and dry. Then we'll do a bunch of sanding. So, till next time, see you next time. Well, I'm going to continue this on, of course. Right, I'm back. So, the glue dried. Of course, there's a couple spots here that it didn't do as perfect as I was hoped. Also because I really should have put some more joints here too. Even though I'm planning on just cutting out all this section on each side, but I still should have put some joints here. Which I did not. The far side looks pretty good. It's looking pretty good, needs a good sanding. Over here looks pretty good. Again, it's a little off because I should have put some joints here. I only put joints in this section. I really should have put some out here, but here's what it is. The glue is strong. I am planning on cutting it back there. Probably about there. Sand this whole thing. I got some sand. I got 80 grit. Let's see, what else did I get? 80 grit, 120 grit, and 220 grit. Also got some polyurethane. I think this It's still clear coat. It's not the polyurethane I usually get. But it's still good. And it's non-yellowing, crystal clear, ultimate protection. So what do I want to do first? I think I want to... We're gonna sand the bejeebus out of this. We're gonna sand the bejeebus out of this. So, I need to find the sander. Just in that bag. Jeez. Bag. Okay. Hurt more than anything. My dartboard fell on me, and so did my jack stand. Boink. We're gonna hit it with 60 or 80. I wanted to get 60 grit as well, but I couldn't find any 60 grit. They didn't have any 60 grit at Home Depot, so just use this 80 grit and cut it up. Sand as much as I can. Then I move on to the 120, then the 220. Make this nice and smooth. Then we're going to build up a little lip so that like it inserts, so it sits and inserts in it, and it doesn't get shifted around if someone knocks it. I wish I had the 60 volt. When I was at Home Hardware, I saw 1500 grit sandpaper. I was like, damn! 1500, that's... Wow. Didn't even know they made 1500 grit sandpaper. What? Apparently they do. Alright. So, it's all sanded. Flossed it with some air. But of course, there can be some very fine. But it is nice and smooth. it is smooth. Yeah, sand it down, blast it with air, it's nice and smooth. Now we're going to clear coat it. I'm going to start clear coating the bottom first. Because then when I flip it over, I don't want to clear coat the top, then flip it over and damage the top. I'd rather clear coat the first, get all the layers down, let it set and dry, then do another layer, set and dry, do another layer, and then worry about the top. I think she's done. I mean, the underside got like 3 coats, 4 coats. The top side got like 6 coats. So, it's looking good. And she's smooth. She's smooth. I figured this one last layer should be making it perfect. Or at least near perfect. That, and also, there's only a little bit of this left. Only a little bit. But now we're just going to let that cure. And then we're going to put it back over top of that. Take some pictures, and she's done. And I can return this to my mom. That's how she wanted it. She wanted to, like, it to be not attached, but also not being able to move. So, that's what I got. Yeah. Good thing I have other project ideas to do. Then I gotta clean up in here again, you know, clean up all the sawdust. After this is out of here, though. I don't want to get it dirty. Yeah. Definitely working on that over the winter. Probably can't see it, but it's the lawn tractor. Trying into a toy. So. We'll be back once this is cured, and we'll continue. Alright. So, it's looking great, honestly, but it turned out great. Now, only thing left to do is fit it on top of the table, which it's just going to sit on there freely. That's why it's got those lips I put on it. So I put these lips on it, so it's locks in itself. That's actually really nice. It's really nice. Wouldn't you say? Let me know your thoughts. I know, I gotta clean up again. At least it's not too bad in here now. But I do like it. Yeah, it looks really nice, actually. Yeah. So we definitely got more projects to do in here, of course. A lot more I want to do. Like I said, that lawn tractor gonna get turned into a toy. A few wood projects I want to build for myself. A few resto projects I want to do. Clean up the arcade and sell it. Anywho, let me know your thoughts. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe if you want to see more content. Don't forget to check out my other channel, JDP Builds, if you haven't already. And yeah, stay safe out there. Watch out for yourself. Watch out for your family. Tell them that you love them. Make sure you keep all your fingers away from power tools. You don't want to end up as a little stumpy. Stay safe in your wood shop there, people. This is JDP Builds, signing off.